Okay, topic N45, laws of logs. If m and n are positive real numbers and b is a positive number other than 1, then the law of logs is such that we can compare between exponents and logarithms. So x squared times x cubed, the rule is to add your exponents. And then logarithms is going to be the same. Okay, we're going to break it apart. Log x plus log y. So the log law or rule there is to add. Okay, on the next example, when it's division, you're going to subtract your exponents. So similarly, we're going to do the same with logs. Okay, log x, subtract log y. On the third example, when you have an exponent on the outside, it's multiplication. So x to the 2 times 5. And it's going to be the same on the log. The exponent is 2, so we move the 2 out front and then multiply it times log x. Okay, example 1, this is division. So log m minus log n squared. And you got to make sure that you're looking at the bases. Since they have the same base, then that's when you can use the law of logs. Okay, so log m minus log n squared. And since this n has an exponent on it, we still need to simplify that part of it. So move your exponent to the front and multiply it times log n. And then that's it. That's the answer for example 1. Okay, example 2. We have the log of m times n squared. So with multiplication, you add. So log m plus log n squared. And then again, since you have an exponent on the n, you need to move it into the front and multiply it. So log m plus 2 log n. All right, example 3, express as a single logarithm or a rational number. Okay, let's think of doing this as going backwards. These are written, they have the same base. It's a subtraction problem. So remember, a division problem is written as a subtraction problem. Okay, but first we can take the 1/3 in front and write it, go back with it, put it back as an exponent. So log base 2, 27 to the 1/3 power. Now we can rewrite it as a fraction. Since they have the same base, you just write log 2 the one time, and then 48 over 27 to the 1/3 power. Okay, remember the 1/3 power is the cube root. So we need to simplify that. The cube root of 27 is 3. So that gives us log 2, 48 over 3. And then we can simplify that fraction. 48 divided by 3 equals 16. So all of this you could do in your head if you understand that the 1/3 power is the cube root, and then you could actually do all of this in your head. Okay, now we're back to where we were in the previous lesson where we need to find the exponent. 2 to what power equals 16? And the power is 4. 2 to the 4th power is 16. So going back to the original problem at the very beginning, all of that is equal to 4. Okay, example 4, we have the 1/2 out in the front. So thinking backwards, remember that comes from an exponent. We moved our exponent out front. So the parentheses is going to get the 1/2 exponent. And since they all have the same base, then we can apply the law of logs. So the log base b of m times n, because we had addition, and then divided by p because we had subtraction. And then the exponent is 1/2. Okay, and then the only thing we can do to simplify further, 1/2 power is the square root. So it can be written as log base b square root of mn over p. Okay, number 5, these are review problems. The base of a natural log is e, so e to the x equals e to the 4th, and the exponent is 4. On number 6, if you rewrite the decimal as 1/1000, okay, and realize that this is a common log since there's no base written in. So the base is 10. Okay, 10 to the x power. Okay, 10 to the negative 3rd power gives us 1/1000. Okay, so 10 to the x equals 10 to the negative 3rd, where x is negative 3. That's your exponent. Okay, on the last one, number 7, we have an equation where we're trying to solve in terms of x, so get y by itself, just like you always have. So we're going to start off by subtracting 1/2 log x on both sides. So that gives us log y equals log 3 minus 1/2 log x. Okay, remember we're working backwards from the law of logs. Since it's a subtraction problem, we need to build a fraction here. And they all have the same base, so that allows us to do that. So the log of y is equal to the log well, the 1/2 is the exponent, so you can go ahead and do that first. So log 3 over, log 3 minus log x to the 1/2. And then I'm going to mark off all the logs there. Y equals 3 over x to the 1/2 power, which is the square root of x. That's your answer. On these two problems, we're going to use the change of base formula to find the actual value of the logarithm and round it to 3 decimal places. The change of base formula is log b of c equals log c over log b. These can be typed into your calculator and then rounded. So in your calculator, you're going to type in log 9 divided by log 2. And then round it to the 3rd decimal place. Since the 3rd decimal is a 9 and the 4th decimal is a 9, then you need to round that to 3.170. Okay, the second one, number 9, it's going to be log 6 divided by log 4. And that gives us 1.292.